Echoes of the forgotten asylum rain fell in heavy sheets, tapping against the windows of Sarah Collins's small apartment in Ravenwood. A mysterious letter had appeared at her doorstep, unmarked and intriguing. Its contents were cryptic, yet hauntingly specific. The truth lies within St. Agnes. Sarah decided to investigate the ominous history of the long-abandoned St. Agnes Asylum. The once grand asylum stood on the outskirts of Ravenwood, its imposing structure a stark contrast to the gloomy sky. Rumors whispered of dark experiments and unexplained disappearances that had marred the asylum's past. Sarah delved into the asylum's unsettling history. Dusty archives, old newspapers, and faded police reports revealed a grim tale. St. Agnes, once a place of refuge for the mentally ill, had become a chamber of horrors. Cruel experiments and the mysterious vanishing of patients fueled the asylum's sinister reputation. Armed with a camera and a determination to expose the truth, Sarah entered the decaying asylum. The air was heavy with the scent of mildew and the distant echoes of forgotten torments. The silence was deafening as she wandered through the dimly lit hallways, each step creaking on the warped floorboards. Every room seemed to tell a story of anguish. Beds with restraints still held echoes of tortured screams, and rusted medical instruments whispered of a painful past. In the bowels of the asylum, she discovered a series of crude drawings. The sketches depicted a ritual, an otherworldly connection that bound the asylum to a malevolent force. Sarah's pulse quickened, the mystery deepened, and her pursuit of the truth intensified. The asylum's shadows seemed to come alive, tendrils of darkness reaching out to Sarah. Unseen hands brushed against her skin, and the temperature dropped as though the spirits within were trying to communicate. In a room marked by a faded sign that read Isolation Ward, Sarah encountered the first apparition, a gowned figure with hollow eyes. Guided by an unseen force, she stumbled upon a forgotten diary that detailed a nurse named Emily's descent into madness. Emily's ghostly form appeared before Sarah, her spectral eyes pleading for acknowledgement and understanding. Sarah's nights became a haunting tapestry of dreams. The tormented spirits of St. Agnes manifested in her sleep, reenacting their final moments in a spectral ballet. Among them, Emily stood as a spectral guide, leading Sarah through the maze of sorrow and despair that permeated the asylum's history. Armed with newfound knowledge from both the waking and dream realms, Sarah unearthed an ancient occult ritual linked to the malevolent force within the asylum. Cryptic symbols and forgotten incantations adorned the pages of a weathered grimoire hidden in the asylum's archives. The ritual, she realized, was the key to severing the ties that bound the tortured spirits. As she delved into the forbidden texts, Sarah began to feel an unseen presence guiding her. Whispers urged her forward, and the ritual's incantations seemed to echo in the dimly lit corridors. The boundary between the supernatural dreamscape and the waking world blurred, as if the asylum itself sought to aid her quest. The malevolent force within St. Agnes sensed Sarah's interference. Shadows writhed in the corners, and ghostly figures materialized with increasing intensity. Unearthly moans echoed through the asylum, and Sarah felt a chilling breath on the back of her neck. Yet undeterred, she pressed on, determined to confront the entity that bound the tortured souls to their eternal suffering. In the heart of the asylum, Sarah initiated the ritual. Candles flickered in an otherworldly breeze, and the air became charged with energy. Ghostly apparitions manifested, each representing a tormented soul seeking vengeance. Sarah's surroundings quivered as she recited the incantations, her voice harmonizing with the ghostly murmurs that echoed through the corridors. A surge of resistance pushed against Sarah as the ritual reached its climax. The malevolent force fought back with a relentless fury, but Sarah persisted. The asylum seemed to quake as unseen energies collided. Apparitions writhed in agony, and the spectral tempest intensified. In a final, cathartic moment, Sarah channeled the essence of the ritual, binding the malevolent force to a spiritual anchor. The asylum shuddered, and a ghostly wind swept through its desolate corridors, carrying the anguished cries of the trapped souls into the night. As the malevolent force dissipated, a profound stillness settled upon St. Agnes. The shadows receded, and a sense of peace overcame the once haunted asylum. Emily's ghostly form appeared one last time, gratitude shimmering in her ethereal eyes before fading into the spectral tapestry of the asylum's history.